Oh, cat's calling. What do you want? Okay, well, I hope everyone's having a good day today. Sorry I'm a bit late on the stream, and I streamed terribly yesterday. But, yeah, long story short, I feel really bad I cheat people out on mining yesterday. So, we're gonna get doing that again. So, also Spooky Festival in 3 hours, 4 hours. I'm not gonna be there for that. 2 million chocolate, that's another chocolate fortune point. I maxed it. Yay! Max chocolate fortune. Yeah, this should be fine to a degree. Probably need to call Cat again, get them to do another upgrade on my spider. Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, that's that. Oh, Scorpius is up for election. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to vote for that. I mean, 3 million coins right there. I should send this to Mike. Um, what list are you referring to here? He's not on the tab list, if that's what you're referring to. And if you're talking about a more politically charged list, I prefer to keep politics off the channel. Thank you, Lemon, for subscribing. Okay, well, I prefer to not bring up that topic on stream. That's not the type of channel I am. Okay, let's get the mole. Switch over to Yogg. Need to switch accessories. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, I don't make it non-Ironman just because, like, I don't feel like it. I mean, I like Iron Man. I started it for the purpose of Iron Man. I mean, I have an account that's not Iron Man. I just like Iron Man. So, I mean, that's the reason. I just prefer to play Iron Man. Also, it does give us some benefits in Shen's auction. Just for the sheer fact that we get a separate pool. We can get stuff at an Iron Man price. But I'm not at the point to use any of that stuff anyways, so. Put away my farming gear. Dang it. Yeah, skip the journey. Ba, ba, ba. 1, 2, 3. Grab this. And now we just start mining. Ah, treasure. Okay, that's quite a bit. Ooh, treasure chest. Let's go. I really need to max out the Great Explorer perk. It's just so expensive. Alright. I mean, you can buy additional copies if you want. They're just soul-bound is the trick. I mean, I honestly find the way they are is pretty alright. I mean, Diamond Head seems a bit excessive. But, I mean... Boss collection. I mean, like, only having to do 100 runs for Golden isn't terrible. So, I mean... So, I mean, I'm not... I don't know why you need one additional copy. I mean, you lose it, you, misplace it, someone on your co-op needs... I mean, I'm in a co-op with one other person. So, I mean... And they don't play as much as me, so being able to give them that would probably be pretty useful. Oh. It's always funny to see this structure generate where it's just the deep caverns transported over to the Crystal Hollows. A lot of people in the jungle. That's good. Well, I think that's when you join for the boss collections. Or is that shared? I don't think the boss collections are shared. I mean, yeah, they're not shared at least once you're in it. But that's when you join. We started it together, so I mean, that's a different story. I really need to get a Skatha. Bilby? I'm confused. Oh, hello. Okay, I was just wondering, like, huh? It makes a lot more sense. Okay. Well, I mean, I know we've done more than the numbers here for this stuff. I'm the Dark Orb, I don't really need that. You know, honestly, that's how it works. I don't care too much, honestly. I'm just having fun. Unless there's something really bad, there's not too much reason to complain about it. And also, a lot of things over time sort of just feel natural. I mean, the pet system, when it first released, I'm like, oh god, that's going to be awful. But it's actually kind of nice being able to level up pets cheaply and not have to worry too much about it. You don't have to waste a whole bunch up front. You're guaranteed to get one, type thing. Yeah, well... That's unfortunately just kind of the thing. I mean, Iron Man's great, but again, if you're playing normal mode, there's some things that just break the rules of you have to not... You can buy it, because, like, Slayer gear and all that stuff requires a certain number of kills. So I'll just play Iron Man, because everything has that requirement. It's not unusual. I mean, there are ways to fix being broke, especially in normal mode. You can just bizarre flip if you're good enough at it. Farming's always a good way. Make about like 12 million an hour with a mildly decent setup. That's what I do. You have the golden orb, which would be a lot cheaper for a normal person. You can just get 10% increase in cash. Oh, this place. Ah, the magma fields, how lovely. I'll be honest, I don't know why they made the heads collection. I would probably just put them as chest loot. If I was being real, just like make them the same rarity as like the rarest item in whatever chest you're looking for diamond, and then have like the third rarest item be gold or something. I don't know. But I mean, I definitely understand the dislike of having them collection based. It seems unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, I think would have fit really well with the whole dungeon loot mechanic. And then you could trade them between people, too. So. Oh, that's a lot of treasure chests. Don't mind if I do. I feel like the way they're doing making them tradable would be bad. I feel like they need to rework the way they're doing it if they're going to make them tradable. Because they're kind of... Because at this point, they're clearly a milestone item. They're a frequent flyer type thing. But if they made them tradable, that would ruin the whole point of that. So they need to make them just a drop or something. I mean, you can only get one, so having a one item per account as tradable seems odd. I mean, you can buy extra from Rusty, but Rusty is not supposed to be a, oh yeah, get this item you've already maxed out and give it to some other person. So, I mean, I think they have to deal more with the acquisition. Craftable would be interesting, like take one of every drop from a certain tier of rarity, blah blah blah. Something. That'd be interesting. Or make it so, you can find, like, golden heads, but, like, a golden head, and then you can surround it with livid fragments, thorn fragments, or wither catalysts and stuff, and, like, create the head for the floor. And you can also find diamond heads in all chests and stuff. I mean, is skyblock perfect? No. But as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters, so... That's my opinion on it, at least. You shouldn't play a game if you're not having fun and you're not getting paid to play it. On the other hand, I'm getting both, so... very useful to me. Seems a bit expensive to me. I think they should, like, be based on a find in dungeons for the bosses and the, finding of the head type thing. Like, every floor you have a chance to find a base golden head or base diamond head. Like the recombobulator type thing. You just make them, like, 10 times as rare or something. And if you find one, you can then craft the head by using fragments from the boss from a higher floor to show you've done that floor enough that you're on a higher floor. Or for F7, a wither catalyst thing. Yeah, I mean, that would be reasonable. I mean, I think the biggest method deals with acquisition. The biggest problem, I guess, not method. Like, the acquisition is the hard part. Not the fact that it's not tradable or whatever. It's the fact that acquisition makes it so it shouldn't be tradable based on methodology of other items in the game. I might need to step away for a sec. I hear my cats getting heated. Hopefully that stopped it, because I don't hear anything more, but I heard someone hiss. This is the problem with getting 2 new kittens. The grumpy ones don't like them. Yeah, well... I don't really think about it that much about ping. And a lot of times it depends on server, from what I found. It doesn't matter. Some servers are just trash. All I want for Christmas are new hypixel servers. Come on, worm. Come on. Seriously, no worm? Yeah, they should. The problem is, hypixel may be like one of the biggest multiplayer Minecraft servers, but as various people have stated, Minecraft, Microsoft, Mojang, whatever you want to say, doesn't provide any benefits for large servers. I mean, these are just, they're allowed to host them. That's about it. They don't give them any, oh yeah, here's $100 to set yourself up if you reach a certain level or whatnot. They don't do anything like that. So Hypixel's literally funding this all out of their own pocket. They're not getting any financial aid from Minecraft, and they have to basically, especially for Skyblock, revamp the game entirely to make it more multiplayer friendly for large quantities of people. I mean, maybe you're right, but like, there's a whole bunch of issues they have to solve to get more server capacity and all that whatnot. I mean, Hypixel is very not pay to win, which does them well. It gets them popular with player base, but at the same time, I mean, MVP++ and booster cookies are about the only reoccurring purchases on Hypixel's stores. Like, not entirely wrong. I mean, they're almost like a necessary evil. Like, they're used in so much, but they give so little. I mean, one of the big things is money makes the world go round. That's very much a fact of life at this point. So, you have enough money, you can do anything. I mean, that's one of the things about the human race in general. If you can motivate people, which money works, to do so, we have enough power to do pretty much anything. I mean, if you look back, there's very many historical answers of this. I mean, the Egyptian pyramids and stuff. Well, those are huge constructions for the tools they had at the time. Oh, getting to space in like 10 years or whatever? Yeah, we can do that. I mean, but we had to put our minds to it, and we had to motivate a ton of people. And so, I mean, that's the thing humans don't have. They don't have a common drive, which really screws us up when we're trying to do good, because everyone needs to have a motivation to do it. But that's just how it is. So, I mean, I don't talk too much about this, but I will talk about the flaws of the human race in general. We could do so much for the planet and for others and stuff, but instead we don't, because there's no benefit to us. But I try to stay non-political on the channel. Yeah, well, I mean, customer support is customer support. That's about all I have to say about it. It's people who probably aren't being paid a ton, being told to deal with other people's problems. And a lot of people seem to think that customer support is this magic fix-all when it's just people trying to get through their day. They're not trying to screw you out, they just have policies they have to follow and whatnot. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of time, it's not the customer support person, though. I mean, it's the company policies, so... I mean, it's one of the reasons I feel it is wrong to complain very much about a personal experience to a person who's in the service industry if they are not the one directly causing it. Like, That's just how they work. They follow orders. It's very annoying. Yeah. That's a trick insurance companies use, too. If you can redirect stuff as far as possible, hopefully they'll give up and they don't have to actually do anything about it. And, again, based on company hierarchy, a lot of people say if you asked a postman if they could give you their mail a day early, well, let's say they actually had it, they couldn't give it to you because of company policies and stuff. A lot of people don't have the power to do stuff, so they direct you to someone who should, but then they don't have the power to do stuff. And then you get to this top tier, if you ever do, and they're like, well, I just don't wanna. And that really bogs down a structure. I don't remember where I saw it, but one of the best ways to make your employees better is to empower them with the capability to do things. I forget where I saw that or heard that statement, but it's very true. I mean, if I asked a McDonald's worker to get me, like, 5 Big Macs, all custom, they could do it, because they make burgers. But if I asked them to give me a refund for a burger or something, because there's a problem with it, they don't have the power and they'll need to call their manager. Yeah. That's, again, fairly typical. The service industry is very terrible to work in and obviously work with, typically, just because of the fact that it's all pretty much decided by those in power, and the other people just have to follow protocol. Even when protocol could be better. Excuse me. I'm not getting any chests. There's a chest again. Yeah, I can't endorse that, but I mean, it probably would get the job faster. I mean, if you know the right people, almost anything can be done. Just typically not exactly. Yeah, Steam is kind of an outlier. The main reason is due to the fact they don't want money. Like, that sounds stupid, but Steam isn't greedy. I mean, their games go on sale all the time. They don't charge the creators almost any fees, but it basically prints them infinite money. But they don't need infinite money, so the founders literally go, let's just put it back into the system. Keep, like, whatever we need to operate and have wealthy lifestyles in our retirement, and we'll just put the rest back into the system and make it better. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it's worked. So, I mean, Steam really isn't greedy. They have a platform and they make money from it. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it all comes down to the fact that Steam actually cares about its customer base. They're not in it for purely money. What the actual heck? That was the best mining gear for treasure hunting gets you. I'm still wearing Yogg armor. But, I mean, Steam takes a fairly old school approach, honestly, of the customer is always right. Type thing. Like, if they tell you there's a problem, they'll investigate it, and if you are in any way correct, they'll deal with it. It's that simple. Give them what the customer wants. And that's because they don't care about maximizing profit by making you, oh, I don't know, buy another copy of said game you lost or something. I don't consider it quite politics-based. I mean, I guess it kind of is. I mean more like politics rather than company policies. I mean, I try to talk mostly about human nature, but they're fairly easily connected. So, I mean, oh well. I'm a streamer. I do what I want until I get demonetized or something, which I really hope doesn't happen. But, I mean, I'm not even monetized on YouTube. On Twitch I am. But, oh, ×2 powder. Oh, that's gonna be huge. I mean, that is a sad fact that, oh, like, 1% of the wealthiest people own more money than all the other 99. Yeah. But it's kind of the fact that we need the value to be valuable ourselves, is more the issue I'm finding. I mean, we need something, but to get us all to work together. But if, as humans, we work together as good as an ant colony did, we could achieve so much more than we currently have. But we all need motivation, which is a good thing. It means we have free will. But, again, free will is necessary, don't get me wrong by any means, but it does cause problems when I think one thing and someone else thinks another. That's just the nature of free will. In a perfect society, there can be no free will. That was written by someone. I remember it. But, I mean, the fact we have free will is what I think is very good, obviously, because otherwise I would be sitting somewhere for all eternity doing nothing. There is a rock bottom. It's called the gravestone. Why is there... Oh. I'm in this area. Like, why was there orange wool? That's not a naturally spawning block normally here. That got me a free chest, so can't complain. Hey, it hits the ceiling. Time to go this way. Not particularly. I mean, I don't like to talk much about it. I know a lot of the basics, but I mean, my philosophy is we can't understand. At this point, if there is a higher being, which I'm hoping there really is, and if there is an afterlife, I don't see how we could know anything about it on the mortal plane. So, I'm just gonna live my life to a standard I think is being a good person. If that's not what's wanted, I'll pay for it later, I guess. But I will try to be the best person I can be. Type of thing, like... I mean, for all I'm to know... But yeah, like, for all I know, the whole world, when I die, I'll be put in front of someone and they'll say, "You killed like 1,000,000 ants, bro. You're evil." Well, okay. But I mean, for all I know, some greater power could value an ant's life the same as a human. Which, I mean, would make sense in some cultures and everything. But, like, at some point, I can't do this even if I tried. So... I mean, that is a fair point, but I do try to avoid mostly topics about this. I just state my views. So, I mean... It's only working because I'm doing just mining powder, which there's really nothing to talk about it. So, just chatting with whoever is very helpful. at him. Die. There we go. Haven't seen, like, a single golden goblin. Again, it's how you feel. I mean, if you have faith in any of the pre-established religions, good for you. If you have your own religion or thoughts, that's good too. I mean, being an atheist isn't really a religion. It's a mindset. I mean, it's I believe in what I believe. I don't believe any of them are really what truly happens or if there is anything. I mean, that's how I feel. I don't know. I mean, one of the concepts that is brought up a lot is if a god is omnipotent and omniscient, so they can see, they can know everything that will ever happen and has ever happened. If they didn't prevent any of it, or prevented some of it, are they good or evil for not preventing all of it? You know? Like, that's one of the big questions, but I don't really care. I mean, I'll live my life how I think is the best, you know? Like, I'm not gonna purposely go out of my way to make others suffer, and I'm not gonna go make my entire life a charity project. I mean, it is very good to be charitable, at least in my opinion. Like I said, I don't know what they think, but I mean, I'll live my life as best as I can, and if it comes back to bite me, it bites me, I guess. As much as that would suck, but I'm not going to devote my entire life to charity, but I'm not going to purposely go out of my way to cause problems, you know? Because it really is a shame that there's all these problems in the world. And that's where you start asking questions that no one really wants to ask. So I tend to stay away from that kind of thing. Yep, the whole issue of free will versus all that. These are famous philosophical questions we're asking right now, and as stated, there's no way to know the answer. I mean, unless with irrefutable proof, a higher being comes down and goes, hey, yeah, this is exactly what I want. I mean, we don't know at all. Like, I mean, one of the funniest Reddit posts I've seen was about this, I forget what the Reddit was. It was just something I saw as a meme. It was, if you had one chance to say one thing that everyone on Earth would hear simultaneously, what would you say? And one of them was, I am real, your belief is the right one. That would cause, like, the most chaos possible. Like, I don't know why we can't just all be chill. We're all humans. I mean, it doesn't really change. Oh boy. Yeah, well. Some theories just are proven wrong so easily. It's not worth debating them. I mean, if you show me evidence with certainty that I cannot refute, then okay, I will definitely consider that. But at this point, we've done so many studies that prove the opposite. Like, I mean, I mean, I'm not saying I'll change my entire worldview just because you show me a study that has irrefutable evidence. Because, I mean, there are still ways to show that and be deceptive, I mean. But if you can show me irrefutable proof, I will definitely give it some thought. Oh boy. I thought this was a hypothetical. You actually met someone like this? Oh boy. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Yeah, just good luck. I mean, to be fair, there is the possibility, if you stretch the limits of imagination, that the Earth is 5,000 years old, and just someone planted all this under our feet, you know? But, at the same time, it's so improbable I would not consider it a likely answer. I mean, if you believe in something strongly enough, you can come up with any magnitude of reasons for something to happen or not happen if you are really believing in the whole thing. I mean, if I was dead set... Let's try an example. Okay, I think... Let's go for the typical one. I think birds are government spies. Okay, let's just go with that one, hypothetically. So, try to convince me why birds are not government spies. Okay, was not the reaction I was expecting at all, for you just to totally agree with that birds are government spies. Okay, I mean, if you want to try an example, I could do another pretty easy one. I think 2 plus 2 equals 5. So, I mean, if someone is dead set in their logic and doesn't want to consider the factors, they can come up with any number of reasons that make no sense. Or they could have sense to themselves. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone has their own brain. I mean, whatever you think can become what you believe. I mean, there's a whole principle on this called the placebo effect. It's a very interesting concept I find interesting. If you believe something strong enough, your body will actually react as if certain events occurred. Sigh. You're not helping with these example debates, I'll be honest. I personally love one of the placebo effects they used in war. It was a very interesting thing I read. I haven't confirmed its validity or whatnot, but it was this one thing where they were basically running out of morphine on the battlefield. So they only had enough for like half the injured people to get morphine. So one doctor or something decided, hey, for those who are actually critically injured, like missing arms and legs, let's give them morphine. For those who aren't, we'll just hook them up to an IV bag. We got plenty of saline solution. And tell them it's morphine. Yeah. I mean, one of my opinions about math is, do you need it? Undoubtedly. Do you need it to the degree they try to teach you in a lot of cases? I have never used trigonometry, like, to find the logarithm of a square in an actual situation or whatever. Like, that just isn't necessary. Pythagorean theorem? Yeah, I use that occasionally. I mean, that's a really useful thing. But at some point it gets to, unless your job relates to it, you are not going to use these, quote, standard maths ever. I mean, by definition, yes. That is by definition, I believe. But, again, I'd prefer to stay away from that kind of topic. Yeah. The human world itself is literally a giant factory. I mean, if you haven't noticed. We strive towards progress, and we need people to continue that progress, so we teach them ways to make progress. I mean, there is some say to moderation, to try to stay neutral. But at some point, I do feel people need to have their own opinions, otherwise it's a waste of free will. But at the same time, keeping a neutral stance is sometimes important. I mean, if you don't have enough facts about everything, you shouldn't form a die-hard opinion. Yeah, I wish. Unfortunately, we've, through social experiments, proven that, as the famous saying is, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So if we leave it in charge of someone to moderate the system, at some point it will go bad. That's just how it works. Again, this just speaks to the human nature at this point. So... then we'd have no free will. If you have free will, you have power. That's the fact of it. I mean... if we had no power, that'd mean we couldn't interact with anything, hurt anything outside of what something or some being tells us. That would be the restriction of power. But if we have free will, we could rebel or whatever and do something, even if we had literally nothing to our name. Because we have free will. Yeah, I mean, there's some say to that. I mean, everyone hates communists. Everyone hates communists, it seems. But theoretically, in theory, by the original drafts, communism was the perfect form of government, where everybody worked their fair share and got their fair share of items. But it all goes down to, it doesn't work like that in practice. Because, in theory, communism is the best form of government. There'd be no waste, everyone would get their full share of their work, everyone would do the same amount of work, and everything. But again, it just doesn't work that way. I mean, again, economic systems are... they all have a problem. That's what communism was meant to fix. It just doesn't work in practicality. So, I mean, is capitalism not the best form of economy? Who am I to say? I mean, in practice, I don't know which kind of economy is best. In theory, the best should be communism. But it never works out that way. because there's always people who don't want their fair share, they want more, and all that stuff. But theoretically, with communism, it would be the perfect system. Again, it just doesn't work because someone has to manage all this, and, well, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Kind of, I mean, I'm getting really political this stream, even though I don't mean to. I'm just stating more facts, but I really try to keep politics out of the stream. So I'd prefer if we could talk about something else at this point. I've already talked on this for like 40 minutes. Yes, I mean, skyblock has politics. I mean, everything, if you look at it, has a kind of politics. I mean, okay, as long as there's two participants, it has some kind of political dynamic. I mean, typically we refer to it as a group dynamic on a small scale. But, I mean, if you have just, like, a study group, well, there's some political flow there. Like, okay, one guy brings candy. Okay, and now he's the leader, but another kid just slacks off. Well, they're not liked. I mean, that's how this whole stuff works. It's a part of human relationships. Wow. I mean, that would be the ideal case. I mean, that goes along with the views of communism. I mean, everyone has the same everything. But how you use it, that's a different story. But as stated, this has historically been proven not to work. As it always does. It's unfortunately a fact of human nature. I mean, humans are very influenceable, which I think came from our evolutionary roots. Because, like, we need to adapt, so we adapt. We wouldn't have survived otherwise. We're not stronger than a lion. We're not faster than a cheetah. We are by no means the apex predator, physically speaking. So what did we come up with? We came up with using our brain, because that's what we had going for us. Well, our brain told us we needed to adapt. We started using tools. We sticked as groups, and all that fun stuff. But that adaptation, I think, is also what causes greed. Because we realized we could do better if we did this. It would be better if we did this. And that causes us to think, well, I need this. I need this. I need this. I mean, if you ask someone what they want for dinner or whatnot, and you say, oh, I need this, that's technically incorrect. Need is for something you need to stay alive. Want would be the proper term. But we evolve to adapt and get better. So anything that we perceive to make us better, be that, oh, I need a cheeseburger, to, oh, I need money, that's the whole thing. Yeah, well, evolution is a highly debated topic in religion. Unfortunately. But I mean, there's sides to every story. Some sides may seem completely nuts. But to the people who are speaking them, they're completely logical. I mean, it's all a matter of perception. All a matter of free will. That's really what it comes down to. Hi, Duck. Is that you? Is that actual Duck? Yep, hi, Duck. Don't worry, Duck. It's just me mining and discussing political systems, even though I try not to on stream. It's happening anyways. Oh well. I mean, evolution technically does have an end. It's called extinction. I don't know why there's a dash in the username. That's why I was confused. It's referring to you by your full handle on my screen, which is weird. I probably need to head out moderately soon, though. I'm hearing my cats complaining. It's getting time for me to play with them and such. Well, I mean, there's a lot of takes on everything. Just gotta live with it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here in a bit. I'll be back later with more, I hope. Of something. Not sure what, but we'll figure it out. I'm probably gonna call it about here and stuff. I've gotten about 200,000 gemstone powder this cycle. Well, at least that's something. Can I find a worm? It's kind of what I'm mining for right now. Can I get a worm? Come on. Nope. Okay. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this little mining stream. But I'm gonna call it here. Yep. Thanks for showing up. I stream pretty much every day if you want to turn back up, but I do want to keep the political / state of the world concepts aside, even though I suck at it. But bye for now, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you hopefully in an hour or two. We'll see how that pans out. Might be a lot later, but we'll see. Bye. Sorry, Doc. It's just